So as I mentioned, the sketched butterflies stamp set and die set, and then these are my embellishments for the week. So, all right, let me get my pieces and parts of what we're going to be using here. That, and that. And we've got some stamps, and we've got some ink colors. And so what we're going to do, we're going to start with, we've got a basic gray card base. This is 8.5 by 5.5. And we are going to do some random stamping on this with one of the little butterfly images in the set. This is a set of 4 butterflies, this tiny one here. And I'm debating about whether I'm going to cut one of them off so I can have a single butterfly and then a set of 3. I haven't done it yet, but the thought is definitely crossing my mind, and I might end up doing it. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted if I end up doing it. So anyway, this is kind of for a random background. So I'm going to start by just kind of stamping these little butterflies here on my layer of smoky slate. And I think it's supposed to be random, so I'm not going to be too concerned with them being upside down or cattywampus or anything like that. I'm just going to fill in where I need to with my little single one on the edge here. So we're just randomly stamping these in the smoky slate. And I think we'll just go ahead and add a few more here, because we can add a few more without ending up too far down here. So we'll just do something like that. So I'm leaving the bottom free just because I like the way that looks. If you want to cover the whole surface, you go right ahead. You just get wild. All right. So I am going to now ink up my beautiful large butterfly in our brand new Pretty in Pink color. I guess it's brand new, but it's not brand new. It was a color we had a long time ago. It was one of my faves when I was a newer demonstrator. And it's just a great color. It's a really nice light kind of baby pink. And what's crazy is this is how it stamps right now, and it looks kind of dark, but after it dries, look at the difference. So it'll dry to this beautiful pink color. Now, of course, I can't vouch for any other cardstock. This is Stampin' Up's basic white cardstock, and this is how this is reacting. But yeah, it will dry down to that really nice baby pink color. So when you first stamp it, don't freak out and go, oh my gosh, that's so much darker than Barb's. It will dry down and it will be the same. All right, so I did die cut that. There is the large butterfly die in the set. So, and I should tell you, this is a little trick that I have figured out. So sometimes it's hard to line things up, obviously. So how I did this was there's these 2 little holes up here at the top. Whoops, these 2 little holes. These are for the top of the antenna. So I kind of placed it on here, and then I sort of wiggled it around until those antennae came into view up there in the top. So I can see pink through those little holes. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but I can see it. And so after I found those, then I just kind of looked around to the edges and the little bottom of these little wings here. And then I used some Post-it tape that I do get off Amazon to hold it in place. I'm trying to get my tape and it's not wanting to come out of this holder that I have. It's just the Post-it tape. This is the 1/3 of an inch Post-it tape, and I add some Post-it tape, and then I cut it, and then I die cut it. So it's really nice that the dies have these little holes up here so you can see the antenna through there, and there you go. And Bonnie, you are such a sweetheart. Bonnie said that she gave me the thumbs up and she shared the video already. So you're a rock star, Bonnie. I love you. Okay, so we have our butterfly cut out. So we're going to throw that back into the bucket. All right. Then you're going to get a 2 1/4 inch circle punch out of black cardstock. Now I realize Stampin' Up doesn't sell a 2 1/4 inch circle punch, but you can get them on Amazon, and there is a link in the description of this video if you do want to have a 2 1/4 inch circle punch. So you're going to get that in black. You're also going to get a 1 3/4 by 5.5 inch strip of black, which we're going to kind of put across the card like that. And then I'm going to give you some of the In Color Designer Series paper in the Pretty in Pink, in this pattern of the cute little polka dots. The opposite of that is, I don't even know what you'd call that. To me, it looks like wallpaper, but it's probably not wallpaper. And then the other pattern in here is this fun leafy pattern. And then on the back of that is stripes. Polka dots and stripes, my absolute favorite designer series papers. And I get every single one of these color packs every single year because I love having designer series paper in every one of our colors. So I'm kind of a crazy person that way. Okay, then, and this piece is 1.5 by 5.5. If you do get the kit from me, if you place an order in my store and I end up sending you a kit, I will send you a PDF file with a picture of the cards and all the dimensions and then all the products that I used. Okay, and then you'll have a link to this video so you can go back and see how I make it if you need to learn any steps along the way. So you're also going to get a little piece of the Pretty in Pink glimmer paper. That is part of our in color glimmer paper collection. And we do have all of the in colors. So we've got the Pretty in Pink, we've got the Summer Splash, we've got the Petunia Pop, we've got the Peach Pie, and then there's one more. Where is the Shy Shamrock? Oh, there it is. Hold on. It was hiding behind the Pretty. Oh my gosh, I can't get it out. Okay, there we go. And then there's the Shy Shamrock. So you get all 5 of the new in colors in our fun glimmer paper. And this is the kind of glimmer paper that doesn't flake off. So you rub it, you don't roll over your hands. So Stampin' Up! Has perfected that. And that is a huge reason why I love our glimmer paper, because I do not want glitter everywhere when I'm working. Okay. And then you're also going to get a strip of white. Now, this is a 1/2 by 3. This strip is going to be slightly thicker than a 1/2, so it's more like 9/16, but it's going to work perfect for what we're looking for. So let me stamp my sentiments in some black. Oh, I've got a million black pads around here. I pretty much only need one. All right, Judy says she loves the colors. Yay, thank you, Judy. So this is one of the sentiments in the stamp set, and I'm just going to stamp it here on my strip. Try to center this. See what happens. We did it. Yay me. Okay. Then we're going to snip the ends of this off. You want it to be just a little bit shorter than 3 inches. So you want your white piece to be a little shorter than your glimmer paper. All right, so then we're going to snip in here and we're going to flag the ends. If you have our old banners Pick-a-Punch, you could probably use your punch to do this. If you don't, scissors work just fine. I just go straight up the middle and then I come from the corner of the strip into the middle with my snips. And if you use brand new good snips, you'll have no problem with that. We're going to do the same thing on our glitter piece. So we're going to come in and then we're going to snip and snip. And I find doing glimmer paper from the back is easier because you can see better because you're not blinded by all that beautiful glitter shimmering in the light. Okay, so we're going to basically layer these two things together. So we're going to have some glimmer underneath our sentiment. All right, so we'll get rid of these bits. You're also going to get a piece for the inside, and all I did was just stamp that same butterfly on the inside and didn't do the sentiment, but you can write your message or whatever you want to do. So let's go ahead and just put this together. Like I said, this is a super easy card, but pink and black and gray, classic. I want the polka dots to be to the front, but if you're getting a kit and you're making it yourself, if you want the, what I call the wallpaper side, on the front, then that's what you should do. Okay. And now we're going to add this to our layer or our card base, excuse me. And you'll see I didn't put the butterflies all the way down. That was on purpose. So I'm going to leave maybe an inch at the bottom here showing, and I just wanted it to be plain. Why? I don't know. I just thought it looked nice. But if you think it looks nicer having stamps down there, then you should stamp it. All right. We have our circle. We're going to add our butterfly to the circle. So I went ahead and kind of folded this in the middle, just kind of used my non-existent thumb fingernails and just kind of pinched that so it kind of is a little bit bent. And then I put some dimensionals on either side of the fold line. And then I'm going to add this to the circle. So we'll just kind of center that. And I just kind of wanted it to, I don't know, I thought maybe that it would still go down into the circle and then the wings would kind of come up. I don't know. Maybe I was dreaming and maybe I dreamed that and it's not really happening. I don't know. And then we'll add a little glue here. And then you can add your butterfly wherever you desire on your strip here. We're going to add these two pieces together. I'm going to go ahead and use liquid glue. I should have already done this because sometimes liquid glue and glitter paper, it takes a little time for that to dry. But we do have to put some embellishments on, so maybe that will take up some time. So I'm just trying to center this so that my sentiment piece is in the middle of my strip here. And since I did use liquid glue, I will have plenty of time to manipulate this and get it where I want it to be. Okay, so we're still squishing that. So now when I put this on my card, I'm going to put one end on my butterfly and then the other end's going to be over here. So I am going to put a dimensional back here because I'm going to try to keep that at the same level as my butterfly. So now I need to find a dimensional. Here we go. So we're going to add a dimensional down on this end, like I said, peel that backing off. And then we're going to add a little glue here. And then this is going to go here, something like this. Press that down. Then we're going to add our butterfly to the inside. Such a pretty butterfly. And these are called sketched butterflies, and they actually do look kind of scratchy, kind of scribbled a little bit, which I think is kind of cool. So we'll add our inside here. There we go. And then we're going to bring the gems in after I find them. So you actually get a package of 100 gems. Like I said, I've already used some, so I don't have a full package anymore, but you will get a full package if your order is over $75. All right, so I need to scooch that just a hair because it's not wanting to stay where I want it. Okay, what do I want to do with these little things? I think I'm going to put a big one. Whoops, that was really handy. I just pushed it over onto the paper where it would probably stick. I'm going to stick one there. And then I think I'm going to come up here and put them around the circle. This is like my standard way I always put gems on, but it just always seems to work. It's like you don't miss when you put your gems on like that. So there we go. And they are faceted, so they really, really catch the light. So pretty. There's the inside again. And again, I'll have all the pictures and stuff on my blog, hopefully tomorrow. Again, I don't know. I'm going to work on it tonight I may work on it tonight. Oh, it'll be up soon.